Normally, when we're not in a pandemic, drug companies spend years perfecting their products before they bring them to market. But because of the health emergency we've been in, they generated the data they needed to prove the vaccines work and are safe, and now they're making them easier to handle. So case in point, today, Pfizer got the FDA's green light to be able to ship and store its COVID vaccine at more normal freezer temperatures for 2 weeks. Now remember, this is the vaccine that's had to be kept at minus 94 degrees Fahrenheit for long-term storage. The FDA says this should increase flexibility and help get the vaccine to more sites. Moderna saying today it's also developing a next-generation vaccine it hopes could be stored in the fridge. The Pfizer today also saying it started testing booster shots of its vaccine, just as we heard from Moderna last night. And both companies are looking at updating the vaccines to tailor them to concerning new variants, should that be needed. We also heard from Moderna this morning it expects at least $18 billion in revenue from its COVID vaccine this year alone. So kind of makes sense they're polishing up these products because they're likely to be needed and generating a lot of revenue for some time. Shep.
Yeah, it makes plenty of sense. Meg, we know people with underlying conditions are at higher risk for COVID, but we didn't know the specifics. It sounds like now we know 4 very specific conditions.
Absolutely. A new study suggests that almost 2/3 of COVID hospitalizations in the U.S. have been tied to 4 underlying health conditions: obesity, hypertension or high blood pressure, diabetes, and heart failure. Now, the study was led by researchers at Tufts University, and they estimate that a 10% reduction in these conditions could potentially prevent 11% of hospitalizations from COVID-19. The researchers say more should be done to promote heart health, and that the findings provide more support to prioritize vaccine distribution to people with these conditions because they're at higher risk. Shep.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.